So coming up, we have Aley from Heart and Soul Connected joining us. So let us look for Aley's intro.
Yes.
I'm not seeing Aley's, and I know I have it, Aley. Hang on, it's probably in the other folder.
Well, I mean, let's face it, you've done all of this on your own or with minimal help, and you're amazing at it. So this is
thank you.
Truly, truly wonderful. And everybody out there, really take a minute energetically to say thank you, because all of that really helps.
It does, absolutely.
That really helps.
Aley, I apologize. I probably put it in the folder, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to bring you up and let you introduce yourself.
Okay.
Welcome, Aley.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here. Hi, Gerald.
Hello.
So in my intro, basically, I just said my channel's Heart and Soul Connected, and I was told by a numerologist to change my name back to Alice. That's my real name anyway. And it was going to be a luckier year for me if I did that. And see, I'm with my friend with the props, and you know how happy I am. On my show, we do a lot of weekly shows. I have a dream show every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock Pacific. I also have two mediumship shows during the week, and I introduce new people to the community. Have been here about 4 years in November, and also teach 10 to 12 classes every term, English and humanities at the college level. So talk about being busy. Yeah, but I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
That is crazy. Well, we are excited to get you started, but before you do, we have another little short video clip on Project 2025. So let's bring that up. I don't know if you've been here paying attention to these things or not, but we've been having them come up regularly.
Oh, yeah.
These are important. People need information.
Yeah, we have to have the educational part of this along with the fun.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is Denise Siegel with the Fight for Humanity's Survival.
I am so proud to be part of this fundraiser for Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are actually, this is really a fight between good and evil. And they are, the only way forward for humanity is through democracy and coming together as one people. Without democracy, we will plunge into darkness. And really, a vote, this is not just about democracy. This is an existential crisis, a crisis for the world, for our survival. Because if we don't tackle climate change in the next 10 years, there won't be a future for humanity. So this is an existential situation. Even if you don't agree with every single thing about Tim and Kamala, even if you don't think that every policy is to your liking, it's either that or complete darkness. There are two things at war here. There is our eventual evolution and growing up as a race, as a human race, and moving to the stars and solving our problems through logic and our intellect, which we have much of, despite what it seems like right now. Or there's the plunging ourselves into annihilation and greed, control, selfishness, and authoritarianism. And really what the Republicans want is a theocratic oligarchy or a theocratic plutocracy. Well, if we have that, that will lead us down the road of self-destruction. All the guardrails of culture, society, and all the things we're doing to help climate and climate change and our kids and our future for our kids and the freedoms for our children will all be taken away instantly. This is not the most important, as people have said, this is not just the most important election you have ever participated in. This is really a fight, an ongoing fight for the survival of humanity. And I want to say that in very stark terms. This is a fight between good and evil, between positivity, love, and joy, and darkness and evil and self-annihilation. Choose the light. There is only one path, and it is the path of democracy, openness, love, compassion, acceptance of oneself and everyone else. And I see this politically as a reflection of our own spiritual development. This is a critical juncture in our spiritual evolution, and we are either on the precipice of annihilation or on the precipice of moving to the next level. You choose. Please choose the good of all, because there's only one way forward, and it is through democracy. We have to protect and preserve our democracy, and this won't be the last election you'll be asked to do that in, I guarantee it. But it's super important that you support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, because there is no other way forward besides them right now. Blessings to all of you, and thanks for listening to my little speech. See you soon, and I look forward to being able to raise some money for their campaign. Blessings.
Thank you, Denise. Okay, you guys, let me fix this screen again. And then
Okay.
I am going to leave the two of you to have your conversation. You
All our
can chat
trouble.
about whatever you want to chat about, take questions from the chat, and I'll be here coming back in a little while with a little music so people can get up and move around and move their body.
Very
Sounds
nice.
good. Thank you. Thanks, Deborah. All right. So I changed into my Pussy Riot hat. You know what
Yes.
that's about, don't you, Gerald?
Yes, I do, because I made several of those hats. I knit several of those hats. Yes.
A couple of years ago, went to Seattle to fight for the Roe v. Wade, and every one of us that went had our Pussy Riot hat on. So it just seems right, especially now we've got cat ladies that are voting for Kamala as well, doesn't it? Just seems right.
Yes. I think, that's so very important.
Yes, I love your crown. It's very lovely.
Thank you. Well, see, here's the thing about the crown.
Oh,
it has
mushroom crown.
leaves on it
Yes,
because I am a fun guy.
absolutely.
I am a fun guy.
You
And
are a fun
everybody,
guy.
well, thank you. Everybody is following the link below to be able to make their donation. So, and if you so choose, So
Absolutely. So one of the things that we were told here was that we were supposed to have fun and bring joy, just like Tim and Kamala did during the election, and how they're doing this right now. So Gerald and I were thrilled to find we were paired with each other for at least an hour this evening. And so we could bring fun and joy, because we have to get that vibration up. We don't really need to talk about Donnie. Donnie gets talked about enough. That's what I think anyway.
I think,
and the Buddha agrees.
Yeah, well, of course the Buddha agrees, and I will tell you, Bob Ross also agrees.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. Come on.
There he is. I love his fro. It's lovely.
Come on.
Yes,
it is, and he's got a nice little painter hat on. So, but
I thought that was a paddle, but I guess it's not a paddle. I guess it's his brush.
It's his fan brush, but it does look like it's a rake. It's like he's out there raking leaves in the paintings that he's done. So it's like,
absolutely.
Like goodness.
Perfect.
It's goodness. So, but so sometimes an event like this needs more cowbell. So
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, for democracy, we need more cowbell. And that's something very, very important.
Or we could just have a cigarette. We could have a cigarette instead.
Well, yes.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
And
yes.
It could be lovely. If but there you go. So, but so anyhow, so I would love to be able to do some readings to help lift some spirits for people.
Let's lift some spirits. Yes, let's do some fun ones if we can. Yes, Linda, you're right. We're here for a dance party at this point. And
yeah. And so, I mean, we can always, I can use my magic wand.
You can use your magic wand.
So there you go.
I
love it.
Yeah.
Aley's looking for her next thing. Yeah.
Well, I could always be the Statue of Liberty as well.
You could.
And I'm going to wave the pride flag in order to show my. Oh, are you being a troll? We'll have to kick you out.
I'm wearing 3 trolls because when I was watching earlier, I noticed people were taking care of the trolls. So, but that's okay.
Yes, they were.
We
got at least rid of 3 of them, I believe. That's right. Yes, we did.
So
we did.
There is that.
Wonderful.
So
There was something I did want to mention, and that is if you haven't already subscribed to Threads, oh my, honk if you're horny. Okay. Threads is the offshoot of Instagram that comparatively to X is much, much better. It's a happier cousin, and it's a very friendly place. And I have some 8,000 to 9,000 Democratic people that I follow there. So if you ever want to have a community where you can feel right at home, go to Threads, sign up for it. It's so much nicer than X. I canceled that guy out a long time ago. So yeah.
It's interesting that when somebody purchased X, its usefulness like decreased like quite rapidly.
Yeah. Well, I never liked it really. I thought it was stupid, but yeah. But when the melon head, when yeah, the man that's trying to impregnate the planet so that he has all his spawn all over the place. Yes. Very true. Very true. So why you dream? Okay, so we'll be very, very serious for you because you have a serious question. And
tell me why I
Bernie
dream.
Girl, I love that you're asking a dream question. And Bernie Girl, I know you've been on my dream show that's on Tuesday night, and know that I love to look at dreams. So why did you dream your deceased sister was having triplets, 2 girls and a boy, and she said she knows the perfect names?
Huh.
I think she's planning on being incarnated again, very possibly. And when she is, she already has a plan. She's got hooked into who she wants and what she wants. But a triplet, and you can tell me this too, Gerald, because you're the magic man in a lot of ways. Triplets, trivarium, is that what you say? Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, Maiden, Mother, Crone.
Trifecta, yes. The Trinity.
Triumvirate, I guess it's called.
Yes, triumvirate.
Yes.
Good word.
And I'm thinking that is a very spiritual dream. But your sister wants to speak with you in dreams, and she knew this would catch your attention. And so she thought, you're going to wake up thinking this is a really odd dream that I'm having here. But you remembered it. Yes. She wants you to awaken. Look at that. She wants you to awaken. So she's giving you something because the dreams that matter the most to us are the ones that we remember. And I find it fascinating. She wants you to waken up and talk with her more. She wants you to remember the times that you had together when you were up. And she says, I can come to you and tell you anything, but I got your attention right now, Bernie Girl. There you go.
Well, and I also think, Bernie Girl, part of this is there's triplets, 2 girls and a boy. And 2 girls and a boy. She may be telling you that there's 3 ideas that you need to follow. There's 3 things that you need to help manifest and to bring into existence. So and the fact that she knows the perfect names suggests perhaps you should be, if you haven't written this down, write it down because it's significant. Yeah. Because there's now things that you can do with your energy around it. And I think it's an important thing to be realistic and go inside and go, are there 3 things that I've really been wanting to have come to fruition? She's got your attention. She's got your attention.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Rossi, is someone having babies in the family? Yeah. Perhaps that one is a reincarnation of your sister. Yes.
Could very well be.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. That's actually quite a
it's a good question.
Yes, it is.
It's a fun question.
Almost funny, isn't it? It is.
Yes.
Because who created this problem to begin with? I want to say that prior to his administration and what he signed up for, he got rid of fair use or unbiased. Used to be that you had to have point counterpoint in any news at all. And his administration is the one that got rid of point counterpoint. And so he created a lot of this problem because Fox News came in and had a great time thinking about, saying whatever they felt like saying, because they're just an entertainment industry. But we know the damage that they've done. Let's see what I get though for cards.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
and he definitely was the figurehead for all of
He
this.
was.
There was some stuff
He was.
behind. So
Yep. Yes, equal time. Thanks, Wiki. So I get house under construction. So he's saying, I'm helping to create. I think I tried to make the house, but as you can see, glass houses. What happens? Don't throw rocks at glass houses.
Yes.
He was the Grim Reaper for the program that got rid of this mess. And he says, "Oh, I can't help it. I had Alzheimer's."
Well, it's interesting because I have 2 sevens. I have the 7 of hazards, which is the 7 of pentacles. This was he was a plant. It was just a start. They were pointing at poison ivy. He got what he needed out of it. This is the 9 of cups. So the 9 of cups is saying, I'm very satisfied with what I have. He did his part. He was an actor. He did his part. He was an actor. 7 of swords. Now that he's looking at it, he's like going, ooh, there's a lot of things going on that he really didn't understand. So there's a bit of, I would almost say there's a bit of, I didn't mean to make it this bad.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I didn't know what the lasting impact was. So
he should have checked with his astrologer though, Gerald, because he had one.
He did, and they did a lot of stuff with their astrologer, if I remember correctly.
They did.
So, yeah.
Very definitely.
There you go.
I have my fuzzy one because it's late. These match my fuzzy slippers.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice. So,
yes.
All right.
Yes, it was the Fairness Doctrine. Thanks, Jenny. That was the name of it. Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Oh, I heard about that today. Oh. There was a huge protest in Tel Aviv today about this very thing. And they're calling for, they're calling for change. They're calling for reform. Wow. Let's see what I can discern here.
I'm going to look at yes and no for that specifically.
Okay.
See what I can do around that.
It is very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Very sad.
Okay. I don't really think it will, unfortunately, because there's too many. There's too. It is adding fuel to some people's fires, but it's not going to hasten the end of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see that. I get here that there's a lot of secrets, things we don't even have any idea about. And I really think that Netanyahu needs to be unseated in order for this to happen. And I don't know that that's going to happen or not. But if you get enough Israelis angry about this whole thing, perhaps they can stage some sort of a upheaval or uprising or something. It's a unique, I'm still seeing winter season here. So I'm seeing it's going to continue through the winter season, and people are going to be very unsatisfied. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Bit of backstabbing going on.
Yes. So. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
So.
It's really tragic. And it's even and I have to say, it's still tragic what's going on in Gaza, because, you know, it isn't the Hamas people that are the ones being singled out. It's everybody, including little children. So it's yeah, it's not part of his agenda. Yeah, I know it isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Lynn, from your lips to God's ear. What do you think? I think he's going to be on the ballot. Let me put it that way. Because you can't take him off the ballot. Ooh, I see a love potion coming in here.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling that that he's going to be on the ballot, but that doesn't mean that he will be running. Does that make sense? I think he's going to be medicated. I think that's what this is. And it says ruler, but I'm guessing that he's going to be medicated and he's going to be medicated and measured. You'll see, if you put on your glasses, you'll see his name on there. But there's an emptiness behind that. I don't know how that would work as far as who would take over. I certainly hope it isn't the VP. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Will he still be on the ballot? I mean, figuratively, yes, but actually electable, no, is what I get. And again, for entertainment purposes only. But there's a whole, we all know this. This is why many people are here, because things need to be different than what they are. And part of that is what we're working on now. So I think it's a really key thing. I think there's a bit of hysteria going on in his brain, and there's things are going to be different than what many people are expecting. So
right. So if you watch the show called Shrinking Trump, which is here on YouTube, it's a really good show. There are two psychiatrists who talk about his malignant narcissism and his advancing dementia. And they have indicated that they're not quite sure that he will be around. And I don't mean that he's unliving, possibly, but that he will not be around and with full mental faculties by the time November comes. That something is going to happen. That's
been something that a lot of people have indicated.
A lot of people have said it. That's right. So, but these guys are really good, because what they're looking at is they're looking at the implosion of what's happening in the mind. And you can see it if you watch some of the clips from some of the, I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So everybody take a sip. We need to keep hydrated.
That's right. Yep.
I had a job interview for a new job. Will I get the job offer? Cookie.
Hello. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Congratulations on the job interview. I hope I hope it went well for you. Just in the sense that you feel good about it. Let's see what the energy is around that for you.
Ooh, I get fertility around the job interview, which is always a nice thing to have. There's potential, yes, but it is a very fluid situation. And I'm not sure if it's because you might have a better offer, or you might have a new job interview that's going to meet your criteria in a more positive way. So I think you're going to have the choice whether you want to take this one or wait it out. It says you have the power to manipulate the ending. So there you go.
Oh,
I love
there's
that.
the ability for you to influence. I got the Ace of Wands, which does suggest that, this is, this is a good opportunity. You're going to be working for a particular person who is extremely clear with what they want and isn't going to take any crap. I'm also wondering if the job requires you to move a little bit. This is, maybe maybe some movement, whether you have to travel for the job or something along the lines. But it feels like there could be some. It could be like a starter job with the company. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's looking good. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Very good. I just want to make mention of something before I pull the cards on this one. Today I heard, and this really surprised me, a lot of places like France and other places have voted left-leaning and keeping left-leaning leaders. Today I heard, and you can only guess that the polls in Germany are more truthful than the polls are here in the United States. But today, Germany was found to be leaning more right, and it hasn't been this way since 1945 in Germany.
Oh,
that was disturbing to me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Ooh. Not initially. The first card that I got around this silver is the devil. This is when this shows up, it's telling me it's difficulty from the inside. So difficulty from the inside. But then I have the 9 of Cups, satisfaction, being able to do that, and the Ace of Cups. So it could very well be not very quickly, but it is going to cause. It's already causing issues from the inside. So.
Wow, very fascinating. So I'm hearing that right now they can't see the forest through the trees. But I will say that those liberal Republicans that stepped up, and then when asked, Kamala Harris said she will put one of them, we don't know who yet, in her administration if she gets in. When she was interviewed the other night, I'm getting that, a candle may be lit that starts opening. But right now they're sort of in a hole, and it's because the party has gone so far right that it's even these liberal Republicans are feeling that they have to side more with Democrats. That's something unprecedented in that we've ever seen here in our country. So yeah, wow, Oh, she is good, Craig. Can she win again? Wouldn't this be like her third try? Can you be the governor more than a couple of terms? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, me too, Asphasia. I love him. I can't help it. He just reminds me of a son. He just really does.
By the way, Lori was asking our names. My channel name is Tarotstache, and the amazing person I'm sharing the screen with.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah. Heart and Soul Connected. My name's Aley, and this is Gerald. Yeah, Aley and Gerald.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we love props. Oh.
Yes, props are always good.
They are. Well, Craig, I'm not getting a clear reading on this. Let's see. See if I can get a yes, no.
I think there's some good possibility, and I think there may be some people who are trying to work to see if it can be set up to make it an opportunity to win, Craig. So there's some, I would say there's some people working to see if that could happen. So the machinery is in place for it, is what I'm feeling.
In place. It's a slow climb for her. I don't know who she's running against, but there could be someone that she's running against that has a contingent of supporters there. But it says that she is getting there one step at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's very, very possible that she will be reelected. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
They're working on it.
No, I'm not real happy with Adam Schiff right now. And I liked Adam Schiff, but I'm not happy with him right now. Anyway, we'll read on it. I'm not living in California, so it doesn't matter if I like him or not. So I just felt like he put too much pressure on Uncle Joe. But yeah. All right. Oh. Well, I got here the naked man, and that would be Trump, because we know everything about him. And you know, Adam was one of the ones that prosecuted him during, I think it was the first impeachment trial. When he did that, he made a name for himself, which brought him a gold mine. People recognized him. They were proud of him. They were happy to have him in this position. And I get flour. So I'm guessing, yes, he's going to win and flour over this election. Yep, you're right, Debbie. Yep.
Yeah, but the race, it may be a close one. It could you know, people could argue about it, but slow and steady at this point. So
Yep.
There you go.
Yes, Julie, I agree. I love Katie Porter too. Katie Porter is a pistol, and I'm going to be sad to see her not in Congress or the Senate now, because she can't run, I guess, anymore. So, yeah. Oh, absolutely, Susan. Oh, this is from Rossi. Yeah.
Some are noticing that 45 is holding rallies in sundown towns. Is he trying to stir the MAGA to revolt in the States? Yes. I mean, that's of course what he's trying to do. Will he succeed? I will actually say part of that success depends upon if everybody who's watching is registered to vote, if they're going to go out and vote, and to make sure that happens, there has to be clear information and clarity about what's going on. So
I agree.
You know, this is, you know, he may be trying to do this. You've got to counteract it. So.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's what a lot of people are saying. And he said it. He's even said it. He said, if we don't win, then it will be a cheat and we'll have a civil war. That's what he said. He's come right out. He doesn't, that's the thing about him. He says whatever he thinks, and nothing is quiet. Nothing is quiet. Oh, thank you, Lunar Love and Light. We're glad you're here. There was somebody that, wait a minute, I want to go back here.
And and that said, sundown towns are towns where historically Black people were not allowed after the sun went down. Yeah. So, I think there's
and
a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead. If you've noticed also, he's said some really derogatory things about Byron Daniels, who's a Republican. And his African-American status, that he's one of the good ones, meaning one of the good African-American people. And he's also said, he said Kamala turned Black. When did that happen? And then he's also said, I just heard the other day that he has said that she got as high as she did because, let's put it this way, she knelt down a lot in front of men. I don't want to really say what it is, but yeah. So I know, disgusting. And Lorraine, thank you. I figured that this was going to be the time of day that the trolls would come out. So we appreciate having you here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, with conversations like that, I just have to put my helmet on and just be ready.
There you go. You almost look like you're a disco motorcycle guy.
There you go.
Oh, God. I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. Yes,
there you go.
I have a different one. This one's all stars. The other one was more
lovely.
Isn't that lovely? Yes.
They're
that reminds me of yes.
Uh-oh.
Hey, speaking of boogie, you guys ready for a little music?
Yes, let's do it.
Awesome. Let's throw in a little music. Here it comes.
We got music.
Oh, we can dance. We can dance.
I'll get my cowbell out.
Oh, maybe it was supposed to be you and I singing, Gerald. That's
maybe.
maybe it was. Yeah.
So
yes, he does remind you of Artie Johnson. He is like Artie Johnson. Yeah.
you know, because you got to have the fan, and you need to, you know.
That's right. More cowbell. More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Definitely.
I'm Louis Hinkle, and as Jason said, I had a heart attack a little over a month ago. Randomly, it's never happened. No history of that, and so everyone's trying to help out and come together to help support me a little bit, and it's means a lot to me. This is a big deal for me. When Julian first reached out and said, "Hey, can we do this benefit show for you? I'd like to do that." It's still surreal for me. No one's ever done anything like that for me before. He's a good guy. I love this dude. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do a couple of my originals for you. This song is one called "Hey There, Devil." Hey there, devil, my old friend. Don't run for a while and the soul's fulfilled. Hope you don't catch me, cause that'd be bad. You got plenty of life left to the dread. Hey, the deal's off, and maybe that's a sin, but you're never gonna meet at the crossroads again. Even the devil loves you most, but maybe there's something I wouldn't boast. Watch out, the devil's coming around. He's gonna get that soul because you're signing the bone. Hey there, devil, you're not our friend. We've all been running for a while and the soul's fulfilled. Hope you don't catch us, cause that'd be bad. We've all got plenty of life left in a tread. Hey, the deal's off, and maybe that's a sin, but we're never gonna meet at the crossroads again. Even the devil loves you most, but maybe there's something I wouldn't boast. Watch out, the devil's coming around. He's gonna get that soul because you're signing the bone.
That's so nice.
Yay, Shorty Beard. Yay.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Very cool. Yes. That's Sherry's son. We love him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And by the way, thank you everybody who has been donating. We appreciate it. Follow the link in the description. I see a couple of people maybe have some challenges with the donations. And I know the mods are putting in the correct link to show your support. So I do appreciate that. And I know Aley does too. So
I do.
yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
yeah. And by the way, Aley and I have a show together with Richie on Friday. Rock,
We
paper,
do.
scissors.
We do. We always have a horrible time,
Oh,
but
that's
we
awful.
get through. Yeah,
we do get
through it.
There's there's a lot of tears and all of that stuff.
Yes.
So
all of that stuff. Mhm.
Yes, all of that
Wonderful.
stuff. So
all that stuff.
All of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
what else we're going to talk about? You know, I want to mention the Protocols of the Elders of Zion, which is a really awful book that was written and published in 1903. And for those of you who don't know, we have a wonderful retired librarian here. So, he took care of it. Anyway, in this fabricated text, it was a way of saying that the Jewish were plotting global domination back in back in the day, the Hitler and so on. And it was actually brought out from the Russian Foundation at the time. And it just, I was reading up on the January 30th, 1939 Reichstag speech of Hitler. And, you know, we all said, oh, this person is so much like that person. This person is, you know what? We never knew how bad it really was until this happened. That's why it must not happen again. So make sure that you are registered to vote. Make sure that you cast your ballot, and don't get your, you can always ask for a provisional ballot at the ballot box, even if you are not found to be registered in that state. So make sure you check your voter registration, but also know that you have a right to a provisional ballot, and don't let them take that away from you.
Yes.
And that's what I have to say about that.
And that's good advice. Yeah, good advice. So
good advice. Very good. All right.
Britt,
why
am I so disconnected from my intuition? How can I mend the connection?
All right, Britt. So this is what happens to us when we are so deeply ensconced in a 3D world, which is what we currently live in, but we're working to ascend to the fifth dimensional level. And when we have our bodies are overloaded with, I don't know how old you are, I don't know if you have children and you have a full-time job, all those things can sort of keep us mired in the day-to-day world of living. So it's very, very important you do a couple of things. The first thing it's really important you do is to ground. You need to spend some time outside, go out barefoot if you need to, and that's actually the best way to do it. But just be careful of the dog droppings, and walk around on the bare grass. Think about connecting yourself, first of all, down deep roots into the ground, and also your chakra balancing up here. It could be that you need to do some clearing of some of those chakras. And the hardest thing, I think, for intuition and why we're disconnected from it is because we grew up where people would say, oh, you're making that up, or there's no such thing as that, or you're not, but that's not true. And so start looking at your dreams, start listening to the messages, live in the now, don't live in the past, and don't live in the future. There is only right now. And hopefully that will get you sort of started out into getting that trajectory of feeling your intuition once again. And what about you, Magnet Head?
Well, I think, Britt, part of this is there's a lot changing. You are changing. The world is changing. The energy around you is changing. Part of it is we're not giving ourselves time to adjust to that change. So the grounding will really help, as well as being willing to stick with the exercises and the grounding and the connection. I think, Britt, you may be overthinking it. It's instead of just paying attention to the small things. So I think it's one of those things. What's next up is the Ace of Wands. I think it's on the horizon.
Yeah.
This is perfect, Britt, for that.
It is. So, I love that, Gerald. That's a fancy card. That's gorgeous.
It is.
Wow.
Of course I have a fancy card.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I have a card that says seek truth, Britt. It says embrace clarity as revelations unfold, keep an open mind for answers, and illuminate the path to understanding. There you go. So wonderful.
Years ago, I had a terrible feeling when I was camping in Oregon. I had an immediate flight response. Never happened again. Lights went off and on in my car. What was that? My spirit UFO, haunted by it? Ooh. Interplanet.
The minute I read Oregon, I thought Bigfoot. And Bigfoot is considered by some, I'm not suggesting that everybody agrees with this, but to be an extraterrestrial. And I know there's a lot of that activity in Oregon. I live in Washington State, and I know that it's up here too. We see a lot of this activity, but I don't blame you for having the flight response. You were following your intuition, and you didn't like what you were feeling at the time. And so that would be a natural adrenaline rush for you. But I'm wondering if it was Bigfoot, or a Bigfoot. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just really wondering if for you there was this crossover time zone thing,
Could be.
timelines, something along those lines, because I'm getting 2 5s. I got 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, which are 5s are always about disruption. So
Yep. We are seeing a lot of timeline jumps. That happened actually when Biden stepped down and Kamala took over, and we're going to see a lot more of them as well. And so, yeah, be prepared. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
I bet you have Gemstone Rhapsody. Sorry. Yeah. Ellen, what do you think? I know you're asking us. Usually when someone asks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I move, or am I where I'm supposed to
Shall
be?
I stay or shall I go now?
There you go.
I really want to
there you
know.
go.
Should I stay or should I go?
Gosh. That's a flashback. That's a good one.
If I stay, it will be trouble. If I leave, it could be double. But you have to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Boom, 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 boom.
Well, I'm always curious if Ellen, if this is something, if there's this idea of this is, should you move, or or where are you supposed to be? I actually think you're powerful enough to know that you know part of what you're supposed to be doing, and you have the opportunity to do it wherever you are. My question is will one of them actually be easier to connect with? Because I think this is one of those things that if you feel you're where you should be and you're doing what you want to do, I got the 10 of coins, 10 of Pentacles. This is a great card. Really, you have an opportunity to have great impact, Ellen. You just have to decide whether or not you're going to stick with it and do the work that you need in order to feel that connection.
Absolutely. So. What is your heart's desire, Ellen? This is the key. I'm doing a book series on my channel, and it's called Parallel Lives of the Self. And it's figuring out what it is we want, not what we don't want. And this card says, interestingly enough, sing along. I was just singing. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. So, honey, you know what you truly want. And if you want that, you can make that happen. And if you don't want that, you can stay put. And it's really all up to you.
Yeah. Book Bewitched is reminding people in the chat to check your ID to make sure it matches your registration. That's very good advice. Making sure that a lot here in Ohio, the driver's license can now be part of an online wallet. That will not be acceptable. You will still need the physical. You will still need the physical identification that matches. So.
And here in Washington State, everything's done by mail, so you should be okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah.
I was thinking of starting.
Oh, Liz, I know, and I saw this earlier, and I said, "You go for it, girl." Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, Gerald was the most shy man you've ever met, right? Right, Gerald?
Yes, I'm very shy, and I have no artistic talent.
Yes.
Yeah, I have no artistic talent. Part of what you need to understand, Liz, is it's a growth experience. You have to figure it out. There's great resources around. Guess what? There's YouTube videos about how to do a YouTube video and how to make a YouTube channel. You know, and so next year sometime for readings and another page for my art. I am going through the same thing. Do I want to put my art up on this channel or that? Remember that part of me says start with one and get used to that and know how it works. So yeah, that is getting the 10 of the King of Pentacles. So be willing to go slow and steady. If you want to do the if you want to focus on your art, absolutely start there. Whichever one brings you the certain amount of joy and you're going to enjoy learning through the process, that's a really key thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, Liz, you don't have to go live. A lot of people don't go live, in fact. And you know, it's just not something they do. But I have divine timing here for you. And so I agree with Gerald. Be patient. You can manifest it and also trust your inner compass. But I agree with Gerald, one at a time. And because you have artist Liz, then I would say start there.
Yeah, and that's good. Very, very good advice. And by the way, you don't have to do the live videos. You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
So, and let me tell you, you know, don't tell people about mistakes they don't know you've made. So
that's right. That's right.
So it must be my time soon.
Yeah, not to be a buzzkill, you guys, but we're just about out of time here, and we do need to do another drawing. So we have from Nancy Jean a crystal grid worth $250. If you guys have seen Jean's crystal grids, they are phenomenal.
That's
I have one. It's beautiful.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Christine Fryer is the lucky winner of the crystal
Christine!
grid.
Oh, I'm so glad for you, Christine. You won. It's a wonderful thing to have, Christine. You'll love it. That's great.
So I'll pop the email in there.
I got just excited.
Yes, it's fabulous. So thank you so much, Gerald. It has been a total delight. I'm sorry.
Thank you very, very much. So I'm so glad to be able to be here and share space with everybody. And thank you for your hard work. Holy crap.
Yes.
You should feel very pleased, Deborah.
I'm just into surviving right now.
Okay. All right. We'll heap praise on you more later.
Sleep next week.
Next week, right? Absolutely.
Bye, Gerald. See you Friday.
Bye.